Whatever floats your boat. Turn 1 planes here for Roland. Vial. So Hidetsugu consumes all. Good at wiping out Aether Vials, Mother of Runes. You know, if the Taxes player is running Sagas, all the artifacts that come along with that, etc. So we'll see if Hidetsugu consumes all plays a role in this match. Quite good against the Taxes decks.
They're retired, but
Field of Ruin.
Yeah.
Field of Ruin, likely a sign that Roland is not running Urza Saga. Here's Umizawa's Weapon. On turn 2.
The regional championship of the year.
Oh, cool.
19? Yep.
Didn't play around days with the Umizawa. Roland knows Jeff is usually playing Grixis, so maybe a that was in mind. All right, cutting the deck, and here's Baleful Strix.
Over to you.
Viola's on 1. Now ticking up to 2.
Let's waste the... Wasted. Yep.
All right, wasting the Volcanic and passing the turn. Plays an Underground Sea. And another Strix.
Multiple. Sure. Yep. 19 what? 19.
Oh, yeah.
Over to you.
What is that? Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
Good. I'll fetch twice.
Cards now. Seven. The birds, they replace themselves. Yep.
7 cards in hand for Jeff. End step, activating Vial. Putting in Charming Prince.
Yeah, Scry too.
Scry 2 here for Roland. I feel like we haven't seen Charming Prince on stream in a really long time. That card has not made an appearance recently that I can remember. Can someone check the entire archives of 90s MTG and see when we last had a Charming Prince on stream? Can someone check that right now? Either Vial ticks up to 3 on upkeep. Aquina suggesting that we use face-down cards from sideboards to represent tokens. Do not do that. Do not do that. No way.
Red.
Hey, Mom.
Mother of Runes comes down here for Roland. Activating Vial. I know. I'm just messing with you, Aquinas.
Tokens. Oh, lots of tokens.
Kentucky Fried says, "What if we use dice for tokens?" That might be the one thing that sends me over the edge. Seeing dice as tokens.
I saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, it only gets exact conversions.
It was in anticipation of Murktide and Express.
Skyclave Apparition removed a Baleful Strix. A little bit of rearranging here for Roland. Jitte now has 2 counters on it. Yeah, tokens are fun. I like collecting all the tokens and having them with my decks. I also have my Mariah Carey business card token in case I need, some obscure token on the fly. Everybody knows about the Mariah Carey business cards, right? Is everybody up on that? Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
have 2 cards next, right?
Draw. Yes, yes.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. You mean all of you did not buy the Mischief Mariah Carey boosted packs that came out last December?
What's the second one? Exile all graveyards? Okay. He's untapped, yeah. I'm going to swing.
The saga on the table is Hidetsugu Consumes All from Neon Dynasty.
Take 4. Yep. This up to 3.
Chapter 1. You know what? I'll just...
Get that.
There's a lot of text on that card.
6 cards. Let's sack this, take out the volcanic. And I'll pass back over to you. 2
All right, Graveyard's getting exiled here by Hidetsugu Consumes All. Become a creature next turn. The creature is not legendary, so Caracas cannot hit it.
Bird. Yep.
There's another Baleful Strix. Yes, that is Field of Ruin.
I'd like to go to black. You want me to roll for it?
Swords to Plowshares on Baleful Strix.
I'll attack.
Fatal Push on the equipped Charming Prince. And a Bolt on Skyclave Apparition. So plenty of removal here for Jeff. And a 2/2 illusion gets created for Jeff. Skyclave removed a Baleful Strix earlier. Here's Flicker Wisp.
Flicker back, that wouldn't be. That's actually not.
Yeah. Sure. Don't bounce that.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
And
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Umezawa's Jitte wasn't used.
I'll have this little circle.
got it.
Whenever.
12 would be 40. So every 3 would be.
Right. Sure.
And Brainstorm here for Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like everything that happened to me after I was meditating was just entirely on the elf, and everything else was sort of thing. I felt like a bit of elf didn't get any 3 land plus capture, combo pieces. And it's just really one
No cards in hand, right?
No cards.
All right, so Culligan's Command just took out Flickerwist and Umizawa's Jitte. That's pretty brutal for Roland. Yurion going to hand.
Stack that into.
Yeah, but it's like I have to the proper because the other two things so it's like I use both combo pieces in front of me. It's like I just get
Darth Sunstriker, thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you, thank you. First time sub for Darth.
Sure. TP. 2.
Yep.
Every thousand.
Yep.
Expressive Iteration for Jeff. Pretty good. Puts a Ponder into exile, which I think we'll see fired off here.
Draw. Thoughtseize.
Draws and casts the Thoughtseize. Yurion will get removed, leaving a Swords to Plowshares in Roland's hand.
Sure. Sanctuary.
Yeah, run out of round.
Mystic Sanctuary here for Jeff, putting Expressive Iteration back on top. And casting a Baleful Strix, drawing the EI.
Yep.
I will corner your saga.
Iteration.
Was Expressive Iteration. The Supervillain, thanks for the follow, welcome.
And
No sticker sheet.
exile.
No prediction.
Oh, yeah.
On the spine gun.
how is it?
18.
Could have. I don't even know what the rules are on that. You have to start the match with a sticker.
Expressive Iteration here for Jeff. Queen S with a great question. How many stickers are we going to see placed during this stream? I don't know.
Over to you.
Like I really don't know.
Let's get rid of the underground scene.
Sure.
Field of Ruin removes Underground Sea. This is still game 1. This is still game 1. Jeff finds a swamp. Ponder for Jeff. I like tapping the Mystic Sanctuary instead, but okay. Here's Soren the Mirthless. Soren the Mirthless gets to scoop Jeff up a game here.
Yeah, I know.
For a little while at least.
I was really trying to go to the Virginia one for a while, and then I had like,
Queen says, I learned of this convoluted combo to cast Ancestral Recall in Legacy using a sticker for Ancestral on the card Recall and using Magar of the Magic strings to copy the name of a card in your graveyard and cast it. Interesting. Very interesting. Turn 1 ponder here for Jeff. Yorion back into the companion zone. Is it in the companion zone, actually? We don't know. We don't know where that Yorion is.
Sure. Drop. Pass the turn. Yeah, that makes sense. Island.
I don't see a companion indicator card, so it's a little difficult to understand what's happening right now. Oh, it's removed from the game? Oh, it's in the sideboard. We don't know. Here's Thalia.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I'd be okay with 2/2 haste, but
I said I was tired.
Yeah, Roland has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, that's for sure. Eventually, he's going to pay 3 mana to put this Urion in hand and surprise Jeff. It was the companion. It was in the companion zone the whole game. Surprised Jeff isn't asking where that Urion is. All right, so Thalia can be protected by Caracas, getting an attack here. Russian import is available for Roland, but maybe going to try and develop the board a bit further. Plays another port.
I'll pass the turn.
Yes.
Sure.
Fetching polluted delta. Fetching a swamp with polluted delta.
Then you activate a fish. So you're fine.
Fatal push. Caracas saves Thalia back to
Tap
hand.
down the go with the island.
Roland will tap the island on upkeep.
Sure.
Belful Strix comes down for Jeff. Let's see if Thalia comes back.
I'll take that.
Not very good.
Force pitching Shark Typhoon on Thalia.
Not as good. Lion Sash.
Yeah, the fatal.
Yeah. That'll do.
Okay, here's Lion Sash. The fatal push on Thalia, I assume, was to counter Thalia on the way back down, and we saw that happen here. Although Caracas protected it the first time.
Oh, actually, hold on. And then I draw my action. Sorry, it's too damage.
Damage feature. Fresh master result.
Over to you.
On your turn, I'll eat
16.
Holding turn? How much?
All right, Lion Sash eats a Scalding Tarn on end step.
It's for non, or it's for actual permanent. Oh, permanent, that's right. Lion Sash.
All right, we're looking up what Lion Sash does. Card is not in English. So showing Jeff the Oracle text on the phone there.
Cards in here.
5 cards in hand for Jeff. Skyclave Apparition comes in. Removes the Belful Strix. Lion Sash attacks. And a Charming Prince. It's pretty good. We'll see if it blinks Skyclave.
End my turn.
End of your turn.
Obviously, it's problematic.
How many cards? Just one. Okay. I'm gonna comment.
And then I will be 13.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Two early as well.
Take out the other one.
Okay, a Volcanic gets fetched before Skyclave comes back and removes the second Baleful Strix. So Jeff now with a 2/2 illusion.
Sign up Draco, because I have 14 green red black. Yeah, so Hexproof, First Strike, and like
I will. Two in shadows.
at your
Shock Shatter. Lion Sash and Charming Prince are down. Culligan's Command just so good against Death and Taxes. Sudden Edict now. Ouch. Ouch. Attack you for 2 with the illusion.
Second, 4 damage.
You're not gonna resolve
That's
it.
what I said. Blue and red, yeah.
Recruiter. GA recruit. Yep.
Flicker Wisp comes in for Roland after being found off the recruiter. Gets rid of one of the illusions. Roland putting up quite a fight despite all the removal. Culligan's Command just being brutal. Baleful Strix just being annoying. Norset Parter of Veils comes in.
Well, in that position, you didn't know that I was
All of these are attacking.
So you went for it.
A question though for Twitch chat, for YouTube comments. Of decks that you do not own, we're talking about paper. I mean, on MTGO you could rent a deck. We're talking about paper. Of decks that you do not own, what are your favorite decks in Legacy right now? So if you're a Death and Taxes player, what's your other favorite deck? I'm curious what people would say about that.
I have 2 swords, so I sword the knight. You make a token, I fetch sword the. You're at 5. All 5 have attacks. I'm not finding my sword to remove the things.
I'll pass the turn, tap the same 2 lands, if that's okay.
Over to you.
Painter, Red Prison, Tempo Threshold, or Nick Fit. Red Prison, another vote. The Epic Gamble, okay. I don't think we've seen the Epic Gamble ever on stream before. Red Prison, quite popular right now.
And if I do that in a spell,
You just get to sit. You don't use it.
Skyclave, this time targeting Narset. Ninjas, okay. Yeah, if I see a ninjas decks at top tables, I'm definitely putting that on camera.
We'll tap down the Badlands and also the Swamp.
Badlands.
like, and you run more.
In response.
Sure. Badlands first.
Yeah, sure. I will float a red and a black. I will.
I'll pass the turn, you're up, keep it.
Draw turns.
Yep.
Occasionally I'll get requests for decks. Like I had a viewer ask me yesterday for 4-color loam. Can we see 4-color loam on stream? If the decks don't show up and do well at events, we're just not going to see them on camera. So if you're in the New York area and you play any of the decks that people are calling out here, ninjas and loam, and you come play and you end up with a good record or whatever, I'll try to get you on cam. But I don't have much control over what decks people choose to play and all that. Nor should I, really. I mean, I want it to just be what people are playing, whether I was there or not. Here's Urion. It's going to flicker the Flicker Wisp and Recruiter. So Flicker Wisp will remove the illusion token. Recruiter is going to search here.
Sling that.
That's not needed game 1.
Will I be on cam? I put myself on camera for a feature match when I'm doing well in an event. Otherwise, I leave myself off. I try to, just adjusting my camera. I try to keep the camera on other people as much as I can. Not myself. I mean, I'm already here. We get to see that creative technique back on stream. That was in Seattle, actually. So, maybe not. I really don't know. But we did have some really spicy decks back a few weeks ago when I was in Seattle, playing at Mox Boarding House. You could go back and find those on our YouTube channel. Jeff is down to 2. Playing Engineer took out the Flicker Wisp. Batter Skull. That's a good one.
And I'll pass it turn.
What card is slot on?
Yep. I'll tap down the Badlands.
All right, so a Phyrexian Germ equipped with Batter Skull, ready to go for next turn. And we're going to game 3. Nicely done by Roland, fighting through a lot to get the win there in game 2. Going to game 3. Turn 1 Thoughtseize here from Jeff. Double Wasteland, double Port, Field of Ruin, Flicker Wisp, and Vial. I think we're taking Vial here for Jeff, right? Vial down. And making Roland's first couple of turns kind of sad here with Thoughtseize. I guess we're going to see Wasteland pass. Fetching with Scalding Tarn. Jeff knows there's Wastelands, so we're going for basic island.
Play. Yep, understood.
Ponder.
Over to you. Pass over to you. Yep. Keep this view.
Porting the island on upkeep.
I'll pass over to you. Upkeep.
Brainstorming with the island targeted by port. Rolling still with a Wasteland available. Fetching after Brainstorm now is Jeff, getting another basic island. Pretty good.
Drop turn. After the damage results.
Agree. Death and Taxes are is always fun to watch.
Over to you. Okay. Shuffle deck. Really hard. I'll pass over to you. I'll keep got the 2 islands. Sure.
All right, both islands getting tapped down on upkeep for Jeff. So Roland disrupting Jeff's mana quite a bit. But Jeff's still making land drops and so far able to get around it. Yeah, Roland needs a white source or a vial. Another basic island for Jeff. Can't clip those with Wasteland. Belful Strix is a good play.
Over to you.
And another basic swamp pass. So Jeff with plenty of basics. Roland has to start making some plays. There's a Plains. Deafening Silence comes down.
Yep. I'll pass over to you. Upkeep. I'll tap down the 2 swamps. Gotcha. Sure.
All right. Both swamps are now tapped.
Narset.
Narset comes down for Jeff. That's a good one.
I will send it over to you.
You say go right.
Yes, everything just costs 1 extra.
Okay, that's...
As always, Jitte comes down.
I will.
Force pitching Strix on that. Here's Spirit of the Labyrinth to follow up. Spirit of the Labyrinth quite good. Keep activating port to tap a swamp, it looks like. Fatal push on the spirit in response.
Rogues and a short.
Yeah, you got it. Even meta.
Yeah. Game one, you flooded. I feel like if we would have.
Narset number 2 to hand. Found off Narset number 1. Alright, so a little bit of a correction there. Narset cannot be cast because Fatal Push was already cast. Attacking with Strix and passing the turn. Deafening Silence doing something.
And then I did, but I was like, you play cat whistles. What am I about to do?
Yeah,
And we shot it for more than and the wasteland. Yeah, killing your wasteland there was.
in the moment, it looked like you were rolling to hit Wasteland over a cavern.
I needed the win.
All right, here's wow, I forgot the name of this card.
Currency converter on treasure mode.
Return Spirit of the Labyrinth to play. This is the new Capenna creature that I can't remember the name. Extraction Specialist. Thank you, chat.
So standard cost, conditions, minus the votes.
This shine.
Sudden edict happening here. All right. Extraction Specialist is gone. And we're going to port both of the swamps.
I still haven't had a chance to use them. I got it.
Put a Minskin before a stack of goblins. I think I would fold this year. Like, surprise!
Kind of funny though. Blink goblins up here.
All right. Fresh Narset comes down. Finds another Narset. So Narsets are finding Narsets. They're being chained at this point. Kentucky Fried likes porting islands instead. Maybe. It's hard to say. I like porting the swamps, I think.
Have you considered drawing better? As long as you at least consider all your odds.
I was playing bad. He was playing good, and that was not a
If you are trying to play Philly, let me know. I have most Pioneer decks. I'll probably be playing Mono Green.
When is it?
On November 11th.
Attempt to cast Yorion.
If you want to play
Yorion.
Yorion,
Yorion comes down for Roland.
I even made sure to pack these dice in case I end up on that, so I don't actually see how many counters are.
Right. Aquinas pointing out correctly that locking Jeff out of black does have value. When you have cards like Strix, Hidetsugu Consumes All, him. We see Thoughtseize here. Correct take on that. Flicker Wisp and Spirit of the cards in hand. Flicker Wisp gets thrown into the bin. Here's Culligan's Command for Jeff. But I think there's only one. Okay. Okay, so the Culligan's Command was cast on Roland's upkeep, so it got through the Deafening Silence. Council's Judgment here for Roland.
Yep. Strength of 4. I will take it and go to 7. I'll pass a turn and up tap the. I'll do it with the 2 swamps.
Yeah, the Culligan's Command, if it was drawn that turn, would have also been turned off. Potentially.
I will play another.
Yeah.
I will use Narset.
Sure.
Another Narset.
But no, it's like if he makes, it was like if he makes the move here, the game plays again, because then I'm at the mercy of the counter, right? Where
Lightning bolt.
if he doesn't have,
Okay.
then, you know,
Over to you.
you have two moments, but both of them are reasonable choices that you make, because I'm using my way to you can help my hand, so I'm not scared. That's my time.
Wasting the volcanic island at this point seems good. Attacking for 4 with Urion. Is it worth it to... Well... Alright, so fetching a Mystic Sanctuary to get Sudden Edict on end step.
We played only names games.
I was going to say, is it worth it to fire off...
Tap. Draw. 1 sec.
Oh, sorry.
Field of
I
Ruin?
have to tap there.
No,
Tap your,
because Jeff would just found a mount.
Draw. And
Like
4 your draw still.
I think I'm bored of these games too. Also, we should have lost that joke.
Going to
What's that?
on that.
Okay, so Field of Ruin happening here on Mystic Sanctuary.
Oh, right.
In order to shuffle Sudden Edict back into the deck. Jeff will be able to find a red mana, though. I believe. I think there's a basic mountain. Yeah, there it is.
Yes. Says both players search their library and shuffle snowman.
Alright. Now may I draw?
Yes.
Drop turn.
Sam always has a boring
I will evoke
Oh, shit.
Fury, doing 4.
Yeah.
Bolt it.
1 card.
Narset.
Evoking Fury, pitching Hedetsugu consumes all, and a Lightning Bolt will remove Urion. Activating Narset now to find Soren the Mirthless. Wendy, really great question. Does this Grixis deck have back to basics? I don't know,
In response,
but probably not.
Cycle Shark type boom for 2.
Okay, so you don't draw?
No, it's during your turn, right?
Oh, during my turn, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so cycling Shark Typhoon and drawing a card here is Jeff. There's the Shark. So 2/2. Volcanic Island is gone. Tapping both black sources, Sudden Edict in response. Days Undoing with Narset on the table.
And it is your turn next
Okay.
turn.
Let's see. So I shuffle this.
Yep, you draw a hand in your graveyard, hand, graveyard, and library all get shuffled together.
It's Time Twister.
Okay.
And then I draw 7 and you draw 1.
1. Okay.
Well, I can't do it because I'm wearing a hand.
Yeah, I think the Deafening Silence was missed here, right? This is after Sudden Edict was cast, right? That's unfortunate. I don't think either player is noticing that now.
Play Mother of Runes.
Sure.
And I will Council's Judgment.
What are you voting for? I'll vote for him too then.
Pass.
Council's Judgment removes the Shark.
Tap down.
So an unfortunate error in this game. Days Undoing still probably would have cast right now and buried Roland in card advantage, but
We are over time.
here we are.
Current active player.
Okay, so then it'll be 5.
Okay, I think time was just called in the round, so Jeff is turn 0.
Time?
Um,
So real world universe is being
Card in hand?
0.
Let me do red, black, 1, 2 to her. Make you discard a card. Go.
Okay, deafening silence. Oh, wait. The deafening silence, we can't do that.
Alright, so that's tap down, that's in my hand. Okay. Mom's gonna live.
Draw.
So you're on turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1.
I'm gonna crew Metro North.
Yeah, the Council's judgment might have removed Narset, making the Days Undoing play not possible. Or not as good.
In response, yeah. And then,
I'll pass a turn. I'll keep the blacks. The swamps.
The Deafening Silence is looking pretty good, that's true. Roland's still not out of it. It is turn 2 of extra turns. This could end in a draw.
So is it a curse?
Sure.
Enchant yourself. It'd be cool if
Narset for Jeff. I don't see how either player wins this game. Sudden Edict, yeah.
Game 1 for sure. I made a huge mistake game 2 as well. I should have bounced your dude as soon as you break your 0.
Well, now with that,
I feel like
Sure.
Sanctum Prelate. Choosing the number 1.
You? So you get
Right now, 9 you player.
I believe choosing the number 1. Turn 4 here. Killing Mom, and that's game.